we go again. You think by now I'd know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first and all of it. Oh, what a rush looking into your eyes. Playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? My God, don't we look good together? I should be running away, but so what, whatever. Oh, oh. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Diving at first and all of it. Oh, what a rush looking into your eyes. Playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine?
Hello everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and my studio and to my weekly live stream, Cathy Makes a Card Live. If you're joining me for the first time or you happened upon this and you're like, what's happening here? I'm live every Wednesday at noon Central. You found me, you're here. Welcome. I see a lot of people popping in the chat and I'm glad to have you. And yes, I did plan the lips and the glasses to match, but you know these are toppers, right? You just top them on and you've got glasses. Okay, couple things. First up, this little cowpoke, it's Dan's birthday today. And I feel bad because he's working and he's teaching, but he and I have the same birthday week. That's a thing in our house. He's the 6th, I'm the 8th, and there he is. There he is, a little cowpoke. I love that little cowpoke. Look at him. His whole life in front of him. Had no idea he was going to be so lucky to end up with me. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Today's live stream, I am going to use, what do you say? A tip. I'm going to use a tip from one of you. And I want to show you the tip because here's the thing. I know a lot of you have great hacks. I know a lot of you have things that you know how to do that I don't know how to do. I've been making cards since 2017. I don't know all the things. I love not knowing all the things. And I got a great tip. And so I'm going to circle back and revisit some stamps that I used last week. Now, some of them are sold out. The stencil set sold out. So I don't want to focus this just on product. You know what I mean? That I hope that no one's frustrated if you think, I want to use that. Because you could do this with anything. I just never do this. Okay? And also, thank you for all the greetings for Dan. He will, well, he'll appreciate them. I think we're probably just going to go out tonight. I bought him a shirt. I bought him a cool shirt. It's a t-shirt and it has a sign on it that says equal is greater than, it's math, than divided. And he will wear that to school and he will love it. And he's my kind of guy. But I want to show you the quote. And hopefully this is okay that I'm sharing this, but I received this on a video and I will post that video link after the stream. Monique was talking about the card that I made, and I'll actually show you if I can find it. I'm coming back just for a second. Well, let's read this. She was talking about masking, right? And she makes a mask by cutting the leaf. Then she stamps her image. Then she frames out the image. Then she puts the die cut back in. Do you know what I'm talking about here? Do you do this? Because I've seen other people. I've seen Jennifer do this. I've seen Gina K do this. And I thought I'm going to try Monique's tip. All right. And if I come back here and show you the card, It was for this card, and I had a heck of a time getting everything lined up. Loved the card, loved how it turned out. So that's what I'm going to do today, okay? Now, my birthday is coming at the end of the week, and, well, hold on, I got to get a Misty. And, you know, we'll see what happens. I have one rule on my birthday. Number one, you know, just do whatever you feel like doing, and don't get hung up if someone doesn't call you or someone doesn't remember. You got to make the most of your birthday. It's a good thing to have a birthday. It's a good thing to get older, okay? I had a moment this morning where I was going to go on a mini tirade, just a mini one, because I got like 17 ads on Instagram, all for like reducing the wrinkles around my eyes. And I thought, can I just get older? Is that okay? Can I please just be allowed as a woman to age? Come on, okay? It's a gift. All right, so there's my rant for the day. My face is fine. And again, that does not to impugn anyone who wants to get a little something with the Botox. That's all good. But I want it to be okay to get older and to look my age. That's all. That's all. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to make some, well, and I guess honestly, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Because what I'm just laying these out for spacing because I want to have the right spacing. And I am going to try this. This is not going to stay here yet. This will all make sense. You know what I mean? It's going to make sense in a minute because what I'm going to do is take out this stamp set. And this is the Friendship Leafy Cluster. And I had been waiting to use this. Again, love the card that I made. I'm not going to repeat that card, but I'm going to just kind of pop this into place. Okay, just to make sure I get the stem good, okay? Yeah, Gen B, I get you. I like getting older. The alternative, you know, are there things that sometimes, you know, suck a little bit about it? Well, I mean, things hurt that didn't hurt before, and that kind of, you know, that kind of bums me out sometimes. But honestly, you get to be here. That's the key. I also have the thanks. You know what? I might not have room to, let's just focus on this first. Okay, I'm gonna pick these up. Right? And we're gonna lift them up. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's a little rant for the day. But I like getting older. I don't like the aches and pains, but everything else is fine. I'm happy to be here. Okay. So there's that. You know, sometimes I'm gonna do some rants, and that happens. I'm using Memento ink just to get a baseline for where this goes. Okay. We're inking it up. I want it to be, you know, somewhat good, right? And we're going to go like this. I'm going to bring it down, and I guess I'll just transfer this. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Good to have you here on this Wednesday. You know, sometimes, you know, sometimes I have something that's on my mind, and that's fine. I just want to encourage people that, you know what, it's okay. If we get older, we're lucky. And I am fully aware of that every day of my life. So, all right, I'm only doing this twice to get a really good impression so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. And voila. Now I'm not going to clean my stamp yet because I am going to do a version in black. So here's what I never do, what I was told to do. Okay, and I'm going to move these because right now I want to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm going to move, well, yeah, we'll put you up here. I got to move my keyboard here. You get up there for now. I have this little wireless keyboard, and it's always in the way. So here's what she said to do. We are going to frame this out perfectly. So this is almost like that little die cut hack, right? But here's what I was worried about. Is this really going to work? I think this is where you got to take your time. You got to look at your points, right? You got to say, how does that look? And if it looks good, we're going to tape it down. I'm going to tape it down because I actually think, oh, what's on my fingers? Well, there's ink. Oh, I'm getting ink on everything. That's funny. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Oh, I think my, this cardstock is not meant for Memento. Well, we just learned a lesson. But what I want to do is get my template in place and hold it, okay? Oh, there we go. All right, we're going to hit go on the comments. Okay, and again, welcome if you're just joining. I am trying something that I never take the time to do. And when I got the tip from one of you, because again, I don't know all the things, and I'm going to over-adhese this, but that looks pretty framed out, right? All right, there's one. Now, let's get the second one going. Cheryl Buck, amen. And I'm glad you're here. So there you go. Every day is a gift. And that is a great reminder. It's hard to take that in every day, but if you can, you know, have a few minutes every day where you remember that, I tell you what, you make different choices in your day. You spread a little more love every day. At least that's my goal. All right. So here we go. True story. I saw that too, because there's parts of my body that really hurt right now. And I'm like, what the heck? I actually said to my hubby the other day, what is going on with aching? And he goes, Kath, we're getting older. I'm like, we are. You're right. And it's a gift, but that's why things hurt. Okay, so I've got my friends in place. Now, this is what I was told to do to get a perfect cut, okay? Or to get a perfectly framed die cut. We're going to pop this in. So let's, and again, I don't think the ink's going to matter here, but I'm going to pop this in to, now is it going to stay though? Well, it probably will. We'll play with it. That's where my grip mat is very helpful. Maybe I should just do one at a time. And I should actually watch my fingers. Is that going to stay? Huh. Well, we're going to try it. And you know what? If this doesn't work, well, then we will keep trying. Okay, that one's locking in much better. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's put a little tape on it. Okay, there you go, Kathy. You are such a smarty party. There we go. We're going to lock it in into the die cut with a little tape. I should have put a little tape on that too. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it once. Temporary adhesive. There you go. Oh, you know what? I actually do have some decent temporary adhesive. You know what? Let me grab it. Or do I? Well, I used to. I do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use it because I feel like I'm really going to need it there. There and there. Okay. Thank you for that tip. Get off the edges there. That will hold you there like that. And this guy, I've already glued him. You know what? I got to pull it up because if I don't have this taped down, I don't think it's going to work. Okay, there we go. All right, now we'll go back in. Okay. Thank you. If this works, I'm going to feel like the smartest person alive. Well, not really. Okay, here we go. We're inking it up. We're inking it up. And we're going to bring it down and stamp. Now let's see. I'm going to transfer. Give it some pressure. And keep going. So yeah, hey everyone. I got crazy lady glasses on and matching lipstick. It's a whole different day. Okay, now I'm going to lift you up. Oh my gosh, it worked. Okay, I think I'm going to need a little more ink on this one. Oh, Kathy, that did work. Again, I've seen other crafters like Gina and Jennifer, who I mentioned earlier. I've seen them set up templates like this. I've seen Gina do it, and I never do because it always seems like, oh, it just takes too much time. But honestly, that's not bad. I think that looks really good. Maybe I will do one more over here. All right. I think my pad is a little dry, but here's what I'm wondering, and this may or may not be possible. I also want to try this. I don't know how I would do it though. I want to try this with embossing too, but it might not work. So leave everything in place, stamp a bunch later. Jackie, I like I like the way you think. Okay, I'm going to clean this off, but not get too aggressive because I don't want these to move. You know, I don't. Let's get that ink off there. We'll just clean you off. Because what I wonder is, oh, and I also want to say hello to Beth and Emma, my moderators. Beth is traveling, and look at, she made it here, which is amazing. Let's flip this up. Yeah, that's perfect. That's better than I will ever get something framed out. So that's a great tip. Now, can I get under here? Let's see. Come on, there you go. Underneath, picking it up. And we don't have to really worry about that because I would just stack that up. So look at that. I just got two great ones. So here's what I want to try. I'm probably going to use these. I am going to set them upside down so the adhesive doesn't stick to anything. I'm going to bring in more. Let's say, see, this may or may not work. Oh, repositionable adhesive. Let's do a little. You, and on the tail. It's not a tail. I get it. It's, you know. Let's pop it in here. Now, here's the problem. I'm handling this so much that this probably isn't going to work. That's a lot of touching. It's a lot of very touchy. I'll come over here. Ooh, I'm getting tape runner on my table. Hold on. Do I not have a single scrap of paper? I do. Okay, let's take this. Tape runner on the table, not my favorite. All right, let's go like this. Okay, the only reason I want to try this is I wanted to see if, oh, keep the templates with the die set. Well, that's smart too. Okay, let's press you in. Now here's the problem. I am touching this so much that I don't know if I am going to be able to do this with embossing powder. Okay. Yes, I'm going to put powder on. Powdering it up. Don't worry about me. But did I bring Versamark? Yes, I have a Versamark pad. What I don't know is where do I hold it? Or do I take... Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to hold this. I brought some hot hands, right? But there's so much detail on it that I think I'm going to have to take the whole thing out. Does that make sense? And sprinkle my powder on it. Now that this is held into place. So I'm going to, I'm not gonna, does that make sense? Hopefully. We're gonna try it. Okay. Well, but Amy, I won't be able to see, I'm not gonna be able to see what I'm doing. That's the problem. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to get that, or should I pour the powder onto the table? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, friends, you know, I don't know how to do it all, but this needs to come out more. There we go. Come on. Because I've been handling it like I need to make a small slit so I can grab it with the tweezers. But what about the idea of just taking the whole thing off? Because the edges, this is, look at how close this is going to be to the edge. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Again, if this is a hot mess, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But I don't know if I have enough powder. I really don't. I got some sort of schmutz on there, but we'll give it a try. Pick up the pink paper and add the powder. I feel like for me, that's going to be how I'm going to do it. All right. But the reverse tweezers, I guess, well, we'll see. Oh, because, okay, I have an idea. I mean, it's all good. Sticky mat, the whole thing. We are going to ink this up very well with our Versamark. Now, I need to be mindful because as you saw with the black, it was a little shallow right in there. So let's give it a good, like that. Okay, I'm going to do it again and get that extra little area that I know is going to be a bit shallow. Oh, that's so cool. I can actually see it because of the black ink that was on there. That is true. All right. I just saw a comment from Cathy. It's just paper. Okay. Ink. Good. Okay. Pressing. So Easy peasy breezy. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me grab my catch. And because I'm only gonna do a few things, right? I'm gonna take the whole thing out because I think this is gonna work. So we're gonna, jewels not tools. We're gonna lift this up like this. Okay. This can go right back in if it needs to, but check it out. I've got my, I've got this, and I've got this, and I'm going to use some silver powder. So I've got sterling from Brutus Monroe. Barb, you can't hold your breath. You gotta be with me here. We're just going to do it. We're gonna get it on. So we're just sprinkling, and then we're gonna let it fall off like that. Well, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. Now, I think I can do it. Okay. I'm not going to put extra on here because I think it's going to be okay. Let me funnel you back in. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. All right. We're feeling pretty good here. I'm going to blow this just off to the side. Then I'm going to hyperventilate. Okay. All right. Welcome if you're just joining. I am Cathy and we are making things. See, here's the thing. I kind of feel like, let me brush this off. If I heat this right on the paper, I think it's going to be fine. And then I don't have to worry as much, right? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stick a magnet down. I'm going to heat up my heat tool. And I'm going to sacrifice the, what do you call it? The templates, because it's just paper. All right, we're heating up. Coffee. Gotta let it warm up. Okay. Well, I'll be George. I think we did it. Look at that. Did I do it? Did I get it all? You know what? I think I did, people. I think we are all melted. And now all I have to do is release the hounds. So let's release the hounds. Now, is this kind of messy and would I want to be, you know, using this again? It's fine. No, I don't have to, but I just got the best outline. Oh, come on now. Look at those. Look at those. They look great. Huh. Okay. This right now, I'm going to go over there. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. But the idea, again, that I've been wanting to try for a while, this is pretty cool. So now I can flip these over, and if I want, oh, that embossed. Well, that's got a little mucky muck. I guess I can just take some of this off with adhesive eraser. Okay. Just get that mostly, you know, off. Now I'm going to add some color. So that was, you know, I don't know. You know, sometimes I like to roll the dice, but on this one, when I made the card that I showed you, which now where did I put it? I was having issues with the template, you know, where you cut out the paper, right, and do the template. That wasn't lining up for me. And this is, well, I just want to thank Monique for a great tip. Okay, let's do some ink blending. All right. You go here. There we go. Thanks, everyone. That was fun. Now let's get my mat. And I'm going to just grab this real quick. Now, waffle flower, having a big sale. They don't have this anymore, but they do have the one that fits inside the Misty. It's 6.5 by 8.5. And the reason I like that one, well, I use that one in my Misty, but it would also work really well for ink blending. And I think I'm going to actually order one just so I have a smaller one to use because this one isn't available. And also sometimes I do use in my videos for Waffle Flower, I'll use their ink pad holder as well. It works pretty well. But you know what I don't have? I don't have, hold on a second. I got to grab my brushes. All right. And I only took my face off because I don't think anyone needs to see my butt when I'm walking away. You know what I mean? I mean, some do, but that's just mostly Dan's thing. Okay, so now we're going to get the stencil set. And I have no space for any of the things right now. Okay, you guys go there. So you are here. Now this stencil set is just, well, it's delightful. It's very easy to use. Let me make sure that I am doing the right side up. And I don't think it really matters which is which. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to place this friend down right here. Oh, well, that's not, no, that's going to work. And we're going to take our stencil. And all you have to do is figure out where it goes, right? There's the lines, and you're going to line it up. Now doing this live, I realize I'm rolling the dice, right? Is this going to work? I think it will. Okay. I've got some brushes. Got some greens. I've got some blues and some purples. And we're going to make a nice little, let's pop you there. We're going to make a nice little blend. Okay. And first things first, we got to make sure our brush is mostly ready to go. Okay. And here we go. Linda Ball asks, is today Dan's birthday? It is. He's at school. He's, oh, you know what though? I kind of want the green to be at the top. Should I come from, yeah. All right, we're going to start at the top. And we're coming down. We're going to add in our color. Now this I'm going to come a little bit lightly, right? With the first layer. Like that. And we're just blending. We're just adding some color. Whatever I can get off that brush. Oh, there's more of my hair. That's lovely. Take you off. We're going to come in with Seafoam. Okay. And again, a little brush cleanup. See, I don't know. I mean, for those people who like things to really line up, I'm going to tap some. Oh, that's pretty light. You know, it's a nice thing, right? Line things up like that. I want to get a little overlap there for some transitional color. That's pretty. Come back over, blend, blend, blend. And let's just do a titch of blue into these lowers. And we're going to bring in the lilac. So anyway, the sticky mat. I know that Waffle Flower is trying to find another source for this larger size, but the 8.5 by 5.5 is great. And I know they are part of the sale. And I do have a link that I will pop into the description if you want to check out the sale items, because that link will get you an extra 5% off anything at Waffle Flowers on sale. Their sale. They've got a March sale. And I think I do need more purple in this design. Not pretty, the little overlap there. All right. Stencil 1, done. Because savings is good. And these mats, I love them for this very thing. All right, we're going to bring in the next layer, and we are going to go, I'm right side up. Yeah, okay. Why am I, there we go. Takes me a minute. Sometimes, am I the brightest bulb in the tree? You know, not always. Not always. Got to look straight down, and if I went to all that effort to get this all lined up, I got to make sure this is lined up. You know what I mean? And that's a little off. Do you guys mind if my head gets in the way? Hold on. Here comes my scalp. My scalp, and makes my hair look really messy, and it is, I guess. All right. How about, this is the only thing with a sticky mat that takes a second. I think that looks good. All right, we're going for it. We are going for it. Okay, I'm going to start now in the reverse, and I'm going to have a little more purple coming up here from the bottom. Okay, and I think I'm going to do this a little lighter. So here I'm just altering the pressure, right? You're going to get a different look in the overlap anyway. And here I want to play up more purple and possibly more blue. Okay, but we get that cool transition look. We'll have more purple there, and now go back to the seafoam. Oh, this is so exciting. I do like trying out hacks. I like trying things out for the first time. Sometimes, well, it's not like it's nerve-wracking to do it when I'm live. This is crafting, right? It's not like, you know, oh, Cathy, everything you do causes a potential for global collapse. No, it's just crafting. Just crafting. And we're going to come in here. Come on. Get you in there, and we'll finish out with a little green up here. So that is one little friend, and the colors. Have we talked about the colors yet? You know, they just work because they follow each other on a color wheel, right? Analogous colors. That's all that fancy word means. And when we take this off, we have a beautiful bloom. Probably could have used a little more blue on it, but you know what? I think this is really nice. And now I'm going to lift you up gently. These mats are pretty sticky. You want to be mindful, but there's bloom one. What do we think? Pretty good. All right. We're going to set you up there, and let's do the next one here like this. Okay. I guess I'll just pop you right back in the middle, and we'll start with this. And I hope I have enough clearance here. Clearance. Let's go here. I almost feel like this one might be a little easier to line up. Come on there. Nope. You got to get right on there. Like that. I think that's good. Here's the thing. I love stencils that are designed to work with stamped images because I prefer this to coloring. You know, like I do color, right? If I have to, I'm going to do it. But I prefer this. I just think this is, yeah, it's just more fun. All right, so let's do the same order. A little green at the top. Like that. But I'm going to shift it here, and I'm going to come down with my seafoam. Okay. And yes, thank you for answering the questions. Gosh, see, sometimes when I'm focused, I don't have anyone here, but I have Emma and Beth, and they are very good at answering your questions. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate you so much. Because, yeah, I can't always do all the, you know what I mean. But, yes, these are, the grip mat is a waffle flower product. And even though this 8.5 inch by 8.5 inch mat is currently not available, the one here, inside my Misty, this is the 6.5 by 8.5. These, I think they still have them, a bunch of them, and they're on sale. So, and they can be used inside a Misty stamp positioner, which is what I do, or how to do what I'm doing now. I think the sticky mats are brilliant because they take some of your guesswork. Did I not do that right? I think I forgot to do lowers. Hold on here. What was I? Yeah, I'm not done yet. Hold on. They take the guesswork out, and they stop you from having to use a ton of tape. I just think they're great. They hold your paper in place. See what happens when I get to talking? I need purple in there. All right, hold on. Joan O'Halloran, thank you. You know, sometimes I don't always know what I'm doing. Here's the thing too. when I'm live, this is a little different than, for example, the video that I posted this morning on my channel, which I record live, but then I go in and I edit it for your viewing pleasure so that, you know, you don't see all, you see some of the mistakes, but you don't see all of the mistakes, you know, because there's mistakes. Mistakes could happen today, you know. There we go. Okay, that's what we wanted. Now, let's bring these in, flip it, and am I on the right side? I am indeed. The nice thing about this stencil set too, and again, this is currently back ordered, but stencils are easier to get back into stock, for example, than dies. So if you think, Cathy, I really do love this, I would love to, let's start with the purple. I would love to work with this. Just click on the link when you shop and have them notify you. And they will. You'll get an email when it's back in stock. All right, I'm going to make this one a little lighter. It's going to be sort of the soft lavender like that, because I want to have some different color tones in here. And then I'm going to have my seafoam. Actually, with this mat, because I have my other tool that I love too, because I love the sound, but with a grip mat, you kind of have to, with this rectangle ink pad holder, you kind of got to press it in. But what's nice is it sticks to your surface and it doesn't move. All right, so we're coming over here with our blue. And again, that beautiful transitional color that happens, that looks totally different. I love it. And then a little lighter seafoam up here. That's it. That is the extent of the blend. All right, let's take you up. There we go. Good to go. Okay. And was someone asking about the glass mat? This glass mat here, it is from Glassboard Studio. However, the new ones have markings on them. But also there's another company that I have a mat that I haven't used. Altenew has that sticky mat that's inside their tool. And then what's the other one? Picket Fence Studio has a it's a product and I don't remember what it's called. I have it in my office. But I need my sticky stuff. Where did I put my sticky friends? Oh, here we go. You always want to try to remember to put it back together with the acetates. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm going to put you on the floor. I'm going to clean my stencils now. So let's get let's get these out of the way, because for right now, I think I'm done ink blending, okay? So you come out. I'm gonna get one of my little e-cloths. And I do have a fresh, thank you, Amy. It's called the Picket Fence Paper Inking Palette. It's big. I think it's like 10 inches square, but it's the same idea, right? It's sticky and it holds things and it's lovely. All right, we're gonna clean these real quick with our alcohol, and this is my favorite cloth. It's an e-cloth. It's their glass polishing cloth, and the reason I like it, it has no fibers at all. And it makes cleaning stencils really easy. Because just like that, stencil is clean and dry, and it can go right back into the package. All right, clean and dry. Okay, this is fun. Now, because I have a nice little backup, you go over here for now. I am going to take this extra one and this extra one, and let's glue some together, shall we? All right. Let's zoom in here. How's everyone doing out there? How's your lunch? I'm looking forward to lunch today. I don't know how many of you do the thing where you don't have a lot of variety in your choices. That's me. So I go on these kicks where I basically have almost the same thing every day. And lately, hold on here, I need a scratch piece of paper. Lately, I've been into chickpeas. Just chickpeas. And I just put some feta cheese on them and salt and pepper. Ooh, so good. So good. And it gets your fiber going. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to use my liquid glue. This is Gina K Connect Glue to glue one layer to the back of each one because I want this to have some nice dimension. And Gloria, who's here today, Gloria sells the toppers with the pins on them. I have 2, and Gloria gave me a tip the other day because I actually bent mine and I was able to straighten it out. I have these linked in my description. If you're interested, you have to email Gloria to purchase directly from her. But I love them for this style of bottle. I've been using this pin from Gloria, or a pin just like this, for a very long time. And my bottle never clogs. It never, ever clogs. So it's great. It's pretty. It's not going to overwhelm your bottle. And now all we're going to do, well, we got to pick this up. We're going to line this up. That's why we like liquid glue. Get those pieces together just for a little more substance. And I think, I just got to hold that for a second. I think that looks good. Chickpeas, I'm telling you, they're so good. Okay, we're lined up. We're going to take our Share Handmade Kindness brick and press. All right. Also, I will be giving this card away that I'm making today. So if you're interested, I have a blog post up now. It doesn't have much there other than just leave your name. You leave a comment and I will pick a winner tomorrow at noon and I will send that card out. Mimi Cakes, these pins, these do not rust. These have not rusted. I have my first pin from Gloria. I've had, I think, for 2 years. Not a trace of rust on it. I just decided to replace with the new one. So I don't know what magical hoodoo she's using, but it works. Ginny, you can find Gloria's information in the YouTube description box. So I list her contact there, along with many other important things that you need to know. Okay. Oh, Cafe Yum Sauce. Hey, MG. Just saw that pop up in the chat. Cafe Yum Sauce is delicious. I made a knockoff yum sauce once. It wasn't as good. I'm just going to tell you. Wasn't as good. But I know it has a lot of nutritional yeast in it. Makes me sound like I'm way healthier than I am. Let's just say I'm trying. Let's say I'm trying. Okay. All right. This looks really good. And now I'll put you here. All right. So we have our elements for our card. And now I have to figure something out. I don't think I'm going to stamp and cut the greeting. Whoops. Hold on. We're okay. Everything's okay. But I just lied. I am totally going to do this. So here's what we're going to do. Because you know what? It's going too good. Why would I do anything different? Now that I know how to do this, we're going to do it. Okay. Here we go. First things first. Let's set you aside. I am going to stamp the thanks in black. Because I was gonna not do it this way, but you know what? I'm here. I might as well. So I brought in my next friend. Okay, here we go. Right like that. And we are going to do the same process. Here I just am going to use whatever this scrap of cardstock was. I'm going to stamp my thanks. So if you missed this, I think I'm going backwards. Don't I usually go the other way? It's fine. If you missed this in the beginning, this was the point of today's video, was simply to up your chances of having something stamp better and cut out better. So we are taking that, then we are taking the die cut frame, and we're taking our tape, and we're going to line it up so that we have a better shot of stamping it correctly and cutting it out. This is a very delicate little friend, and I actually had a terrible time with it on a video that I did last week. The card turned out just fine, but it took me a bit. So that's why we're doing it today. Now I'm going to take this little friend. I guess I should put a little repositionable adhesive on the back. So let's get it. Where'd you go? Just a little bit. Is there a lot of conversation about food? I just saw someone say they wanted Indian food. That's my favorite. I have already had that last week. I did a little takeout. Dan was out having some fun with his brother, talking about fantasy baseball, and I was like, I need food. So Taste of India, or India Palace. Sorry, Taste of India, different place. Okay, here we go. Powder up. I'm not going to do a test one in black because I think this is going to work. So let's take our Versamark. I wonder if I did get some black on here though. Oh, not too bad. Okay, there's a little. We're going to stamp it down. Like that. Oh, it moved. Don't. Okay, let's try it again. This one might not be as fancy as okay. I'm going to hold that. Ooh. Okay. I don't want to smush it, but I don't know right now if this is going to work or not. But we're going to try. So let's get out our powder. Let's lift this up. Well, it looks good. I mean, there's a little black on there, but that's fine because, yeah, maybe. Let's try it. Burtis Monroe. Here we go. And sprinkle on. Now, it's going to stick underneath too. Okay, let's get our reverse tweezers. Okay, well, you know what? Okay, let's try to pick it up right there. Okay, well, it's not great, but it's not horrible. Actually, you know what? That might work. Come here. All right, we're gonna hold it right there. Maybe. Do we think it's gonna work? I think I have enough. All right. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it. So funnel you in. Okay. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. What? Well, I'm looking for one of my trays to do some scooping, and I can't find a single one. Hold on. We're coming in. It is better than horrible, but has Gina ever done that? I don't think Gina ever just pours her embossing powder all over. There we go. We'll save that much. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm just trying to save some. The rest of it's going to be fine. You know, that's why we do pre-recorded videos. Okay, that's a lot of waste, but here we go. Okay, I'm going to melt this, and I actually think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. I'm going to put you over there. Here we go. And let's heat it up. Because this thing might go flying. Well, you hold it down to the glass. And go. And that's what we call, don't touch this. Nailed it. It looks pretty good. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm going to have to clean those off. Now we're going to glue some of these together. So that wasn't horrible. I need more scratch paper. Come here, scratch paper. All right. Got to do the scratch. That was not horrible. I feel pretty good. Yes. And see, I feel like that actually is a pretty decent greeting. So we're going to do that. Oh, I just got a text from Burtis Monroe, but I can't look at it right now because I'm live streaming. And but I promise you, it's fun. It's fun. All right, let's glue some of these together too with our liquid glue. And coming in, coming up here. Okay. And pop you down. We're going to get some dimension. Okay. Okay. Nail the landing. I know I love that when I stick the landing. And for a former figure skater, which I was, roller skating, not ice skating, I don't know if any of you have seen, but there's like a reel floating around. There's this woman who's posting pictures of herself doing some jumps and spins on roller skates. Has anyone seen that? I'm just scraping off a little extra paper because every time I see it, I'm so excited. I'm like, girl, you just landed a triple, or no, not triples. Sorry, roller skaters don't do a lot of triples. She did a double flip the other day, and that's a jump in skating, and I was very excited to see it because I never learned how to do a double flip. That's all. It's not what you think. You're not flipping. Okay, we're gluing on one more layer. Although no, why would we do that if there's only 2 here? You know what? No, that's good. We're good. Okay. I don't know if I can say what Christopher has to say. Waiting to hear back about Zoom. Yeah, I can't talk about what Christopher has to say. Just something he's got planned. How does that sound? Or I could ask him. It's not out in the open yet. So here we go. Okay. You're going to go down here, and now we just have to design a card. This has taken a little longer today, but you know, I knew it would even with the setup. Okay, I am going to get a note card, but you know what? I kind of want to have a panel, and I might want to do this on a pale lavender, because wouldn't that be pretty? He called Jennifer during her live. Oh, that's fun. Christopher, are you even here today? Do you know that I'm live? Let me get some lavender cards. See, here's the thing. Speaking of Christopher, I want to use some of this, and I want to do a white panel. So let me grab that. All right, I'm going to do the table no face. Hold tight. I got to cut a panel of cardstock just off to the side here. All right, let's go you and you. Okay. So here we go. I have this, and I'm going to take my waffle flower, layers dies, and I am going to do a thing. Boy, everyone on the planet's texting me right now. My daughter, she's traveling, and we have Frankie. I'm just going to say I love you too because I love her, and she's traveling, and you know, we got Frankie. Okay, I'm going to take this die and I'm going to go like this. Now, here's the thing. I want to use both of these little leaves, or do I? Now, I don't know. Like, I don't want this to look, I need a bigger one. All right, coming in. There we go. I'm not sure yet if I want to have like I think I do want to have both, and I want to figure out my thanks. I think this is the size that I need, so let's cut that out, shall we? Turn on our die cut machine and get my plates, and we'll come on out. Have I shown you the die cut cam today? Did I show the die cut cam? Because this is what we're doing. We're going to cut first. I think that's pretty. And we're going to go like this. And we'll go back to die cut cam. There it is. It's not that exciting today. All right, here we go. Coming out the back. And let's go back to our table cam. Lift up, and that is my trimmed panel. Now this size is, I think it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, so we got that. And now I'm gonna splatter on some color. Well, some, you know. Let me grab my box. Okay. There you go. Come in. There we go. We got the splat box. And if you don't know, it's literally called the splat box. So I guess it's gonna splatter. Oh, if Amy's out there, she gets me. Okay, so we're gonna pop you here. I'm gonna get some things out of the way because I don't need it all right here. I'm gonna grab my brush and, oh, Cathy, good question. I get this question a lot. So this little friend over here, this little Lazy Susan, Anna Griffin makes this. It's called the Craft Lazy Susan, and she sells them on her website. I bought this when I got my Gemini, and it can go, you know, you can reach, well, you can go in the back and store your plates in here. It's not cheap, and it fits the regular size die cut machine beautifully, and I really love this tool. So also, when I used my Gemini Junior, and here's the thing, Gemini Junior is a great machine, was a great machine for me. I just don't have the room to have multiple electric die cut machines in here. And so when I switched to the Empress, I love it. It's been a great machine. The plates, I mean, they just don't warp, and that's kind of what I was looking for. But that turntable would probably work with the Gemini, but I used to use the one from Totally Tiffany. And that, Emma or Beth, if you remind me to link that one, that's a great one too. It's called the Rotating Design Board. It doesn't have storage. It's not meant for what I used it for, but it worked great for having a rotating board for your die cut machine. Okay, I am going to shake this up. Debbie says, I don't see the address. You know what? I will double check after the live to make sure it's in there. Gloria's info. It might be in my regular videos and not my lives, so I apologize for that. I will update it and I will put that in. When the live stream's over, just give me like 15 minutes and then I'll get it all in there for you. Okay, what we're going to do here is just put a little of this here onto a little brick, and we're going to go like this and splatter some on. Come on, let's just get just for a little shine. I don't want to overdo it. I just want it to be really simple. And again, actually, that's probably good. That little blob there didn't need to go there. In fact, you know what? I might just go, I don't like that one. And that just made it look worse, but it's going to be fine. There we go. Walk away, Kathy. Let it dry. Sometimes I don't take my own advice, but let me wipe this up. Here's what's great about these cloths too. You can pretty much use them to clean up everything, and then you just wash them and they'll be fine. But sometimes a little rubbing alcohol too. Gets that clean, doesn't hurt anything. Although I could have used water on that, but there we go. Okay. Oh, thank you, Emma. Emma just posted Gloria's email in the chat, so you can email Gloria, and you know what? She'll hook you up. Okay, so that's it. That's my panel. And now I think what I want to do is get a nice little lavender or lilac. Let me pick a cardstock. Let's see. Okay. This is, wait, what is it called? So this is lilac from Concord and 9th. I actually think that would be really pretty for a base, right? Yes, I like it. Okay, let me, rather than just, I'm going to come over here and bring my main tool for cutting. You know, this is the one machine that it's not a machine. This is the tool I use the most. I have all of Tim's cutters, and I feel like this is the guillotine, the basic one with the arm. I don't have the arm on. It's my favorite. I just think it cuts so great. So, and I feel like I learned how to make cards with a tonic guillotine. All right. So we're going to do that. I know I've mentioned this before in my lives, but when I was a scrapbooker for many, many years, I never used anything other than an X-Acto knife and a metal ruler. I wasn't very good with paper trimmers, and so I was very surprised to find out how much I loved that guillotine trimmer. And I had the orange one, and then I got the black one. Tim sent that to me as a gift, and I gave the other one to my daughter, the one that I bought. But they're just great trimmers, great products, Tonic and Tim Holtz. All right, We're scoring at 5.5, so 11 by 4.25. And again, this is Concord and 9th cardstock. This is the lilac. And I am going, did I score? Yeah, I think I did fine. Did I score that right? Let's press it. I think I might be a little off. Let's look at the back. Am I a little off? You know what? We can fix that. Here's the thing too, it's because I'm giving it away. If I wasn't giving it away, I probably wouldn't care. But I want to trim that and just make it just right. There we go. Look at that. Look at that little thin sliver. Amazing. All right. Oh, it must be 1 o'clock because the St. Paul sirens are going off. It's the warning, the tornado early warning thing. It's all good. But I just don't want you to worry if you hear them. All right, I am going to get some foam tape on here, and we're gonna pop up our panel. I'm going to actually just let this adhere like that. And now, I wonder if that's dry enough to flip over. There's one little area that's not perfectly dry. Let me blot it with my cloth. By the way, you can buy, that's better. There's a little, that'll be fine. You can buy these in a 4-pack, and it's nice because if you have a particularly messy session, you just throw it in the laundry. Now I'm probably going to need that again, but I think I'll be okay. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to see if that should be fine. Let's put a little foam tape on the back. Now I'm going to do, yep, there go the more sirens. It's just whipping around. I'm going to do the thinner foam tape because I am putting this in the mail for the winter. And it's just sometimes nice to have it be a little thinner. All right, coming along here. That. Normally I would let this dry a little bit longer, but for the sake of time, we're going to do that. Okay. Okay, that's good. And again, so I have a little splotch down there of mucky muck. Doesn't matter, it's shiny, right? So we're going to pop this on, and we're going to have that nice little margin. Oh, that didn't peel off very well. Hold on. We're going to have that nice little margin framing it with just a little of that lavender showing through. So, oh, the jar of embossing powder, they're not all winners, but I actually think this card is going to be really pretty. So we're going to stand up. We're going to look right down over here, and we're going to get you framed out like that. All right. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay. Need a little coffee. We're doing okay. Sorry, I just saw Reva's comment. I can relate to that. I don't smoke. I have not had any alcohol in 2024. I decided just to stay dry. I don't know. I did dry January, and it just seemed to work out well for me. Oh, I think this one's going to have to pop up a little, though. Because was I going to do, or am I going to do it this way? Ooh, let me get some foam. Okay, I didn't think I was going to do any popping, but I think I'm going to do popping because I feel like I want this to be like that. I want there to be an overlap. Arrangement is everything. And I think if I keep this one in and that one just a little out, and then my thanks can come right in there. Isn't that pretty? Just very simple. And probably some boop. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let's put this one down first with glue, okay? Knowing that the thanks has to be basically there, okay? Yeah, I just did dry January, then I did dry February, and then I realized, I don't love wine to the point that I can't function without it. I think sometimes, to be honest with you, if I've had a bad day, I just want to check out. That's not a good reason for me. That's, you know, the next thing you know, I'll be standing on the street corner smoking cigs and trying to get people to hang out with me and go to parties. And I might be too old for that one. That train may have left the station. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to go here. I want this to stay in the bounds. Just going to hold it like that. Here we go. Let's just let that sit while we think, okay? Because that has to stay. Oh my goodness, nor soft pot. That's a long time. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's like my mom, who is 89 years old, she doesn't drink a drop in her life. Well, I mean, she probably had a drop. She hates alcohol, and she tried to smoke when she was a young woman. Couldn't stand it. She tried it all, and she's just the sweetest little complete teetotaler you'll ever meet. She never drank. So it always cracks her up when she has heard me refer to having a glass of wine. She goes, I just could never stomach it. I'm like, good for you, Mom. That's probably why you're 89 years old, and you're healthy as a freaking horse. So there you go. All right. I think that's going to be good. Now, I need to figure out the placement with foam, because if I want this to pop just a little, like, see, I feel like I want it to be a little like that. Is that cute? I still need to make sure we have a place for the thanks, and I wanted it to be a little more maybe there. Okay, because then I can put a sequin in. I like this. So, foam, tape. I am popping this up, so you know what? I might have to put this in a thicker envelope, but it'll get to the winner. It'll get to you. It will get to you. So, you're there. Okay. Oh, I got to do it in reverse, you know? One's going to be there. See, that will have a nice float over. And then one's going to be there. Mm-hmm. It's all, you know what? I think that's almost too high. I think I could get away with thinner foam. Sometimes you don't know until you get there. And you know what? I will sacrifice a foam square in the name of, let's just put them on me. There we go. Oh, that's not going to work. Go over there now. Okay. Sometimes you gotta do what's right. You gotta use the adhesive that was meant to be. Okay, so we still are coming out that way. We're still going to be here. All right, you need one here. There we go. That's going to be better. It's going to give us plenty of clearance. So not too worried about that. Okay. Again, just figuring out my placement. Oh, yeah, like that. One behind there. And if I wanted to be really fancy, and I might, no, you know what? I think that's going to hold it beautifully. Put one there. Yeah. I don't think the stem needs the support. However, here's the thing. You can do this, right? You can come in here. I don't know if that's thin enough. Check it out. You got to go real close. See how tiny that is? This is where having a craft pick is so helpful, because I mean, that's some dimension that Laura Basson would be proud of. Okay. And that, my friends, is, yeah, yep. I love it. Okay, that's our placement. Do we like? We good? Carla, you know, I'm gonna quote Airplane, because there's a lot of useless knowledge that I have in my head, and you know, it has to go somewhere. All right, we're going to pick this up again, just to be a little careful, and we're going to go like this. Oh, also, something I haven't mentioned today, if there's ever a question that you asked during the live that Beth or Emma were not able to answer, or I missed, because once I get into the zone, especially when I'm trying to, you know, wrap it up, people, I miss comments. So I just wanted you to know you can always email me at cathyzilski.com, and I will answer whatever question you have. I want to have this overlap I want to hide that stem. Yeah, I think that's good. Because I'm probably gonna put in, we're committing a sequin in the right place that will work. Okay, let's do this. So here's the thing. I learned a lesson today. I learned that I can do those templates and it'll be great. It takes a little longer, right? Because you have to plan, but I'm kind of glad that I did it because I never do it. And instead I roll the dice. Part of what happens is when you're filming a video and you're not live, you can just take one, take two, you know, but if I really wanted to save time, I could, let's get you nestled right there. Oh my gosh, my stomach is growling. I'm going to get you right in here like that. I want that to be as straight as possible. It kind of has a little arc to it. And press. I don't want to squish the other one. I'm going to hold that right there. Oh, didn't quite get it. But yeah, it's kind of fun. You know what? The nice thing about this little block, you can do it that way too. And it'll balance and hold. Now, I want to find, I don't think I want to do pearls on this. I think I want to kind of keep with the shine. Too funny. Now I find my tray where I was trying to scoop stuff up earlier. Could not find that to save my life. All right, we're pressing. It's very simple, right? But I'm kind of going to be sad to let it go. Okay. But it will. Again, there's a blog post, and if you want this card, you want to enter for a chance to win, you can. I also have a little schmutz right there. I wonder if that will come off. Well, hopefully you won't notice that on the finished card. If it shows up, let's try a little adhesive eraser. Oh, there you go. Comes right off. Sometimes my Anna Griffin plates, I will get a piece of black something every now and then smushed in. And I need to do that. I need to do that. Okay. All right. Here we go. We're going to pop you out. I just need a few here. And I'm going to grab this and we're going to boop it up. I know I talked about having boop merch and I haven't done it yet because I want more time. I want more hours in the day sometimes, but you know, we can't, I'm a human being, right? Not a human doing. I tell my husband that all the time. I don't always take that advice myself, and I should. I don't know here. See, I have a little white space issue that's kind of bothering me. And so I might fill it in a way that makes sense to me. All right, let's go. No, I feel, well, that's not bad, but actually, if we're going to do sizing, hold on, we're going to get it. Let's get a little guy here. And maybe I want it to have more of a, this is where I start overthinking and you look bad. Some of my sequins aren't always perfect. And so I always say, pick one, throw it away. If you don't love it, throw it away. All right, hold on here. Oh, I do like these combos. They're so, this is a very soothing combo for me. See, I kind of want it to be a little bit like this. I never like to put things on my leaves, but maybe I need to. I'm just looking. I'm looking up there. Because again, there's a right placement and a wrong placement. And I just feel like that might be too big. I don't think I need a big one there. Even though, yeah, that's better. Okay, you come here. Maybe that. No, I feel like I don't like that in the open. I don't like that in the flat. I kind of like that. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Dewdrops would be really pretty too. I just have my silver out right now, so I think I'm going to do it. Should we do it? I'm going to do it. Yes, the entrance to win this has to be done on my blog, and I do apologize. The comments on my blog you leave at the very bottom. And if there are a lot of comments, you just have to kind of scroll and leave your comment at the bottom. I'm trying to figure out how to change the order, and I have not figured it out yet. All right, I think I'm going to boop it up. Oh, Denise Bell Larson, thank you. Thank you for the super. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. We're going to boop. And that is not looking good. Let's get a different one. There we go. I like that one better. Okay, little bit of glue and boop. Get you in here. Boop. Yeah, it's got a little closer than I had it before. You are coming right in that little open area. Boop. And you're down here. Boop. And you are right there. Boop. Boop. And that, my friends, is my finished card project for today. Oh, look at that. Look at that little friend. Isn't that cute? It actually turned out great. So I want to thank Monique for that tip that she gave me. Let's see, can I zoom in? There we go. There we go. Also, every time I finish here, oh, Christine, thank you. Oh, you know what? Girl, we all mess up. That's just it. I hope, you know, I don't know how to do everything. Wish I did, but no, I don't, because then there's nothing to learn. And that's part of the fun of crafting, is trying things that you didn't know. Here, I put my pin back in. I always just wipe this off. But yeah, if Gloria's info is not in the description, I will update anything that I used that wasn't originally linked. I'm going to take some pretty pictures of this because I'm going to have to say goodbye to it. But isn't that nice? Look at that shine and the blend. Oh, I love these Simon inks together. They're just like butter. I also always like to have just a little something poking into that margin that kind of breaks out of the space so that it's not completely contained. I really enjoy that. I love how that looks. Again, this stencil is currently not in stock, but I really wanted to revisit and try this. And I am sold on the results because everything is just lined up, and I don't think I would have been able to do as good a job had I, had I done it the way I did it in the other video. So thanks, everyone. I also wanted to point out, I will show you one more card. Where is my, oh yeah. Check it out. So I am sharing this card also today on my YouTube channel. Oh, and thank you, Penny. That's nice. Again, thank you so much. Very kind of you. I did the Spellbinders. I'm doing the Spellbinders Large Die of the Month Club. And I did this month. I love how this turned out, but I have to show you because I had created a swatch palette. I don't know how many of you caught the live that I did with Concord and Ninth when they were kicking off the new colors. This is one of the palettes that I shared, and this is what that palette mostly looks like. I didn't use Rainforest instead of Rainforest. I used Sea Glass, but I love the way that came together, and that was the inspiration for this card. So that video is on my channel. It's not as long as today's video, so if you're interested in seeing how that came together, my daughter saw that. She's like, I want to make one, because she's a reader. I'm trying to be a reader, but what are you going to do? All right, so that is today's live. Thank you for being here, for hanging with me. I appreciate you for being here. Your views help my channel, and for that, I am grateful. I will update all the links in the description, and you can also find pictures on my blog as soon as I take them. So thanks for being here today, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you back here with another card project soon. Bye. Thanks so much for joining me today for my live stream. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you, so hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a few more videos you might be interested in checking out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.